Hey, everybody, it's Stephen and Anthony. We are together talking about this big project and having fun talking with our friends all around the world who have been sending us pictures. We've got pictures in Thailand now and pictures in Switzerland with the Alps in the background. Um, and so we want to keep giving you some information, ways to use the whole project.
Yeah, so just to review it, this is a great resource for bringing some Dalcroze style activities into your classroom, no matter your level of Dalcroze experience. We have these card decks. These are really amazing tools right here. There's 4 card decks. You've got your starter cards, which give you initial interactions, initial movement ideas. Make it music cards, which take those initial interactions and develop them into a slightly more musical experience. And then finally, we also have the teaching artist deck, which is invites you into a more thoughtful and reflective teaching practice. But we have the challenge deck, which takes your activity that you've sort of started and it expands it. It encourages you to create and invent and take that activity and do something interesting with it. But if you leaf through these, what you can see is you get to the end, we've got 9 cards that say strategy on it. And this is what we wanted to talk about today. These cards are a little bit of a special case, the strategy cards.
So the first part of the book and really the first part of using the cards does not require these strategy cards at all. The basic philosophy that is shared in the first part of the book is just saying that our lesson planning is open-ended and that we as creatives in the classroom get to practice as teaching artists. And so the whole first and maybe even largest part of the whole project is just trying to encourage everybody to build a little bit of that philosophy into their practice, whether you're a longtime Dalcroze teacher or it's just something that you're experimenting with. But for people who want to get a little bit more deep into what is specifically Dalcroze pedagogy, that is, what are the tasks or what are the kinds of activities that we see pop up in in most every Dalcroze classroom, these strategy cards as your sort of as a big lifeline. And we could spend hours and hours and hours, honestly, with almost any one of the 9 cards. But in no particular order, in the 9 cards, we have something called Consider Time, Space, Energy, Improvise the leading music, Make it a replacement, Perform the complements, Make it a systemization, Make it a canon, Make it an echo, Make it a quick reaction, and make it a follow. So all 9 of these are sort of, they are the most standard, most agreed upon Dalcroze strategies for building lessons. And you can do the whole game. You can play with all the decks and do all the thing and never once pull out any of these 9 cards. And you would still very much be entering into your teaching with more of a Dalcroze philosophy behind it. But again, if you want to come up with some exercises that are more traditional Dalcroze, then these 9 ideas are sort of the go-tos.
Yeah, I mean, we wrestled when we were writing the book about how much to include these traditional strategies, and as we were designing the cards, that we decided that it was important to offer these as a way to really, as a pathway to really embrace the traditional Dalcroze classroom. So you're totally welcome to, skip those cards until you're ready to kind of dig in. Probably, if you're not familiar with them, you probably will require some reading. And in each one of those cards, we really in the book give you a nice several pages and examples to get your head around what each of those strategies means and how to best employ it in the moment, in your class, in your lesson design, in your lesson planning. So make sure you crack the book and spend a little time with those. But as you've spent enough time with the card decks, I think it'll be a natural progression for you to move into those strategy cards.
Yeah, we think of them as definitely a more advanced attention. If you were to take a proper Dalcroze pedagogy course, these would be some of the first things that would be discussed. We would sort of take time with each one of the strategies and start to help the practitioner understand how any one of the strategies has literally hundreds of variations or hundreds of exercises that you can build with these, and the different ways that we can overlap more than one of the strategies in the same exercise at the same time. So we have plans. Anthony and I have been talking. We have plans here for some upcoming little bits of our videos to just take a little bit of time with each of the cards, and we'll try to talk it out with you a little bit more, just as a way to embolden what is in the book. But we really want to encourage you. These are in many ways the magic. So much of the magic of what is a Dalcroze exercise. As you get flexibility and you start to understand the ways you can use these. Oh, I'm upside down now. There's the ways you can use these. You'll start to see, oh my gosh, I can see now how any one of those starter and make it music cards could be turned into variations of these various strategies.
Yeah, so I hope that you'll let us know which of these cards you find most useful, which ones of these cards is confusing to you, and please, feel free to write us. And as we put out these videos, we'll try to answer your questions. You can always email us at mimdalcroze@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us at our website, which is make-it-music.com. So I hope that to hear from everybody, and let us know what you're thinking of the strategy cards and how they're working their way into your practice.
Thanks, friends.